Welcome back to the Sleepy Professor channel. Are you ready to get into a deep, peaceful sleep? Make yourself comfortable now. Allow your body to settle gently into the bed beneath you. Let the mattress support you fully, without effort. Take a slow, easy breath in through your nose and release it softly through your mouth. Again, a gentle breath in and out. Let your shoulders melt downward. Let the muscles of your face soften. Unclench your jaw. Allow your eyelids to rest heavily. Tonight we're going to drift together through a quiet and soothing question, one that has echoed through human thought for as long as we have looked up at the stars. Tonight, we will gently explore the idea: is time real? There is no need to solve anything. No need to think clearly or sharply. These thoughts are meant to float past you, like slow-moving clouds across a twilight sky. Let the sound of this story cradle you into rest. As you lie here, breathing calmly, notice how different time already feels. There is no urgency, no schedule calling you, no moment demanding your attention. There is only this breath, and the quiet space between one breath and the next. Humans often imagine time as a river, flowing endlessly forward. We speak of time passing, slipping away, moving too fast or dragging too slowly. But have you ever actually felt time itself moving? What you feel instead is change. The rise and fall of your chest, the gentle shift of a thought, the slow relaxation of your body as it sinks deeper into rest. Perhaps time is not something that flows at all. Perhaps it's simply the name we give to change. Long before clocks existed, before calendars, numbers and alarms, humans still experienced the world. The sun rose and set. Seasons warmed and cooled the land. Stars wheeled silently overhead. There was rhythm, but no seconds. There was change, but no hours. In those ancient moments, time was not measured. It was felt. Even now, you can notice how differently time behaves depending on how you feel. When you are anxious, time seems sharp and fast. When you are calm, time becomes soft and wide. As your breathing slows, time loosens its grip. Some thinkers suggest that time may not exist outside the human mind, that the universe itself does not count moments. It simply exists, unfolding without hurry. Imagine the universe without clocks, no ticking, no countdowns, only galaxies turning slowly in the dark, patient and vast. Stars are born, burn brightly and fade away, not because time pushes them forward, but because that is their nature. Change happens, and we call that change time. In modern physics, the idea of time becomes even stranger. Time does not behave the same everywhere. It stretches, it bends, it slows in the presence of great mass. Far from being a rigid ruler, time is more like a soft fabric, gently curved by the weight of the universe itself. If you were to travel close to the speed of light, time would slow for you. Your heart would beat more slowly. Your thoughts would unfold more gently compared to someone left behind. This tells us something quiet and profound. Time is not absolute. There is no single universal now. And if there is no universal now, what does that say about the past and the future? Some philosophers imagine the universe as already complete, all moments existing together, like pages in a book resting on a shelf. When you read a book, you experience one page at a time, but the whole story already exists. Perhaps reality is like that. Perhaps your past, your present, and your future all exist together, quietly, timelessly. If so, then nothing is rushing toward you. Nothing is slipping away. Every moment simply is. Others believe that only this moment exists, that the past is memory, that the future is imagination, that reality is forever renewing itself in the gentle pulse of now. As you rest here, it doesn't matter which idea is true. Both invite peace. Because in both views, there is nothing you need to chase. Notice how your body feels heavier now, how the bed seems to hold you more securely, how your breathing has found its own slow rhythm. Sleep is a state where time loosens completely. Dreams do not follow clocks. A dream that feels long may last only seconds. A brief dream may contain entire lifetimes. In sleep, the mind steps outside of time's usual rules. This may be a clue. a quiet hint that time is not as solid as it seems. Some scientists suggest that at the deepest level of reality, time does not exist at all, that the fundamental laws of the universe do not require time to operate. Instead, they describe relationships, patterns, correlations. Things happen in relation to other things, not because time commands them to, but because they are connected. Just as a melody exists not in a single note, but in the relationship between notes. If there were only one note, there would be no music. If there were no change, there would be no time. Time may be an emergent feeling, rising gently from complexity, like warmth emerging from motion. You do not need to understand this. You only need to feel how safe it is to let go of measuring. There is nowhere to be, no moment to reach, no future to prepare for. The universe is patient. Existence is unhurried. You are allowed to rest within it. As you continue to drift, thoughts may come and go. That is perfectly fine. Let them float by like leaves on still water. Do not follow them. Do not push them away. Just rest. Time, whether real or imagined, has no claim on you right now. You are here, and that is enough. As the quiet deepens around you, imagine time as a gentle mist rather than a solid line. It doesn't push or pull. It simply drifts, barely noticeable, soft at the edges. You may notice that the more relaxed you become, the less important time feels. Minutes lose their shape. Seconds dissolve. There is only a calm, open awareness. This is how it has always been. Beneath the surface. Time feels strongest when we resist it, and weakest when we surrender. Think of the night sky for a moment. When you look up at the stars, you're seeing light that has travelled for years, centuries, sometimes millions of years. In a way, you are looking into the past, and yet the stars are also present. They exist now, even as their light arrives late. So where is the now in that moment? Is it here, in your eyes, or out there, where the star burns quietly in the dark? Perhaps now is not a point at all, but a feeling, a gentle awareness that moves with you. As your breathing continues its slow, steady rhythm, your mind may begin to wander less. Thoughts stretch farther apart. Silences grow longer. This is the natural state of rest. The mind, no longer measuring, no longer counting, simply being. In this state, it becomes easier to imagine a universe without time. A universe that does not hurry from moment to moment, but simply exists as a whole. Imagine all moments laid out together, like stars scattered across the sky. None moving forward, none falling behind, just existing. You may drift gently through memories now. A quiet image from childhood, a place that once felt safe, a moment that felt warm and unhurried. Notice how that memory feels present, even though it belongs to what we call the past. In your mind, it exists now. This suggests something soft and reassuring, that moments are never truly lost. They simply rest, waiting to be remembered. In the same way, moments yet to come may already exist, resting quietly without urgency. There is nothing you need to do to reach them. Time does not chase you, and you do not need to chase time. The ticking of clocks is something humans created to coordinate, to organize, to plan. But the universe itself does not tick. Mountains do not know years. Oceans do not count hours. Stars do not mark calendars. They simply change, slowly, naturally, peacefully. As your body relaxes further, you may feel a pleasant heaviness in your limbs, your arms resting effortlessly, your legs warm and still. This heaviness is a sign that you are safe, that your body knows it can rest. Sleep is not an action, it is a letting go. And letting go becomes easier when time loosens its grip. Some people fear the passing of time. They fear aging, change, endings. But if time is not a strict ruler, if it is instead a gentle byproduct of change, then there is nothing to fear. Change does not rush. It unfolds, just like your breath unfolds, in and out. If you listen closely, you may notice a quiet stillness beneath everything, a calm background that does not move, even as thoughts and sensations come and go. Some call this presence, some call it awareness, some call it simply being. This stillness does not age, it does not hurry, it does not count, it simply is. Perhaps this is what lies beneath time, a timeless foundation, always here, quietly, holding everything. You don't need to grasp this idea, you don't need to define it, just rest in the feeling of it. Imagine floating in a vast, dark, gentle space. No direction, no destination, just weightless calm. In this space, there is no past to replay, no future to anticipate, only softness. If a thought arises, let it dissolve into the darkness. If a sensation shifts, allow it to settle. Nothing needs attention. Time, whether real or imagined, fades naturally as sleep approaches. Your mind understands how to drift. It has done this every night of your life. There is wisdom in this process, a quiet intelligence that does not need instructions. You can trust it. As the sound of this voice continues, it may begin to blend with the background of your dreams. Words may lose their meaning. That is perfectly fine. You do not need to follow every sentence. You're allowed to drift in and out like waves touching the shore. The question, is time real, no longer? No needs an answer. Questions themselves grow quiet here. There is only rest, and rest does not measure itself. You're doing wonderfully simply by being here. There is only rest, and rest does not measure itself. As your body continues to relax, notice how your breathing has become almost effortless. Each inhale arrives gently, each exhale releases without effort. You're no longer guiding your breath, it knows what to do on its own. In this state, the idea of time becomes distant, almost unimportant. You may sense that moments no longer line up in a neat sequence. Instead, they soften and blend, like colours in a twilight sky. This is how the mind naturally settles when it is no longer tracking progress. No beginning, no end, just a gentle presence. Imagine lying beneath a sky without stars, a deep velvety darkness stretching endlessly in every direction. There is no horizon here, no up or down, only calm space. In this place, nothing changes quickly. Change happens so slowly that it feels like stillness. If time were watching, it would be patient here. You may remember times in your life when hours passed without notice, moments of deep focus or laughter or quiet joy. In those moments, time seemed to disappear. That is because attention had turned inward, and time, without attention, grows faint. Children experience this naturally. They are not concerned with clocks or calendars. They move from moment to moment without labeling them. Perhaps, as you drift towards sleep, you're returning to that simple way of being. No labels, no measurements, only experience. Some thinkers believe that time is a story we tell ourselves to make sense of memory. We arrange events in order so that life feels coherent, but the events themselves do not need that order to exist. A memory from long ago can feel as vivid as something that happened today. A dream can feel more real than waking life. This suggests that reality is not strictly bound to a timeline. It is shaped by awareness. As awareness softens, timelines blur. You may feel now as if you are floating between thoughts, between moments. This is a safe and natural place to be. Your mind is preparing to sleep. Imagine a vast library where every moment that has ever happened is stored in silence. Not stacked in order, not labelled by year or date, but resting together, timeless. When you walk through this library, you do not rush. You wander, you pause, and yet nothing is lost. Time in this place is not a line, it is a landscape. You move gently across it, guided not by clocks, but by curiosity and calm. As you continue to relax, you may notice a pleasant warmth spreading through your body, a sense of safety, a sense of being held. This is your nervous system settling into rest. When the body feels safe, the mind releases control. And when control is released, time fades. The future no longer pulls at you. The past no longer calls for attention. There is only now. And even now feels spacious. Some scientists suggest that the deepest laws of the universe are timeless, that equations describing reality do not require time to function. They describe relationships, not moments. This is a quiet and comforting idea. It means the universe is stable, dependable, not rushing toward anything. Existence is not in a hurry. You don't need to be either. If a thought arises asking how long this has been going on, allow it to pass. That question belongs to waking life. Here there is no duration, only depth. You may begin to feel as if you are sinking, not downward but inward, into a soft, peaceful stillness. This is the doorway to sleep. Dreams often feel timeless because they are created in this space, a space where sequence dissolves. In a dream, you may move through years in seconds or remain in one moment forever. This suggests that time is not the ruler of the mind. The mind creates time when it needs it and releases it when it doesn't. Right now, it doesn't. Allow yourself to drift. The sound of this voice may become distant, like a radio playing softly in another room. You don't need to listen closely, just let the sound be there. As you drift, imagine yourself floating on calm water at night. The surface is smooth, the water supports you completely, there is no effort required to stay afloat. Above you, the sky stretches endlessly, dark and gentle. Here, there is no sense of before or after, only floating, only rest, only quiet. If sleep comes now, that is perfect. If it comes later, that is also perfect. There is no schedule. Time has no demands here. You are safe. You are calm. You are allowed to rest. Nothing needs to be finished. Nothing needs to be understood. The gentle quiet you are feeling now is enough. As you drift further inward, notice how even the idea of drifting begins to fade. There is no movement anymore, no sense of going anywhere, only a soft stillness, like the moment just before sleep fully takes you. In this stillness, the mind no longer arranges experience into sequences. There is no first or last, no earlier or later. Everything feels evenly spaced, or perhaps not spaced at all. Imagine sitting beside a calm lake at night. The water is perfectly smooth, reflecting the dark sky like a mirror. There are no ripples, no wind. Time, if it exists here, has decided to rest. The lake does not care how long it has been still. Stillness does not measure itself. As you breathe gently, your awareness may begin to soften at the edges. Thoughts become quieter, more distant. Sensations blur slightly. This is the natural rhythm of sleep approaching. Many ancient traditions believed that time was cyclical, not linear, that moments return like seasons, that beginnings and endings are illusions created by perspective. When you watch waves reach the shore, each wave appears new, yet it is the same ocean moving again and again. In that sense, time may be more like a rhythm than a line. Your breath has a rhythm, your heart has a rhythm. The universe itself moves in vast, slow rhythms, and rhythms do not rush. They repeat gently, endlessly, without concern for minutes or hours. As you lie here, you may feel as if you are listening to a rhythm deeper than thought, a steady, quiet pulse beneath everything. This pulse does not speed up. It does not slow down. It simply is. Some call this the present moment. Some call it awareness. Some do not name it at all. Names are not needed here. You may find that memories no longer appear clearly. They feel distant, like echoes fading into silence. This is a sign that your mind is letting go of its usual structure. Time relies on memory to exist. Without memory, there is only experience, and experience, when unmeasured, feels timeless. As sleep draws closer, even the question, "Is time real?" becomes unnecessary. Questions dissolve here. There is nothing to figure out, only rest. You may feel your body becoming even heavier, as if gravity itself has softened to hold you more securely. Your arms are still, your legs are warm and relaxed, your breathing is slow and natural, there is no effort anywhere. Imagine floating gently through a vast quiet space where moments do not follow one another. They simply hover, like soft points of light. You're not moving toward them. They are not moving toward you. Everything is at ease. In this space there is no urgency, no waiting, no anticipation. Waiting requires time. Here, there is nothing to wait for. This is why sleep feels so peaceful. It frees you from the idea that something must happen next. Nothing must happen, you're already complete. As the sound of this voice continues, it may blend seamlessly into the background of your awareness. You do not need to listen. You do not need to follow. Just let the sound wash over you like distant waves. If you slip into sleep now, that is perfect. If you hover in this quiet place a little longer, that is perfect too. There is no wrong way to rest. Time does not judge. Sleep does not demand. You are safe. The universe is calm, and everything can wait. There is no pressure here, no countdown, no moment slipping away. As you remain in this calm space, notice how even the idea of continuing feels gentle. Nothing pushes forward, nothing pulls back. This is what it feels like when time loosens. Imagine now that you're resting in a place where the universe itself is asleep. Stars glow softly, not rushing through their lives. Galaxies turn so slowly that motion feels like stillness. In this vast quiet, change happens without urgency. There is no need for speed when there is infinity. You may begin to feel as though your awareness is expanding, stretching outward in all directions, not moving, just opening. In this openness, moments no longer stack on top of each other. They float side by side, weightless. This is why deep rest feels so spacious. When time steps back, space opens up. Your body understands this. Each muscle relaxes a little more, trusting the stillness beneath it. Your mind understands this too. It stops asking what comes next. There is nothing next, only this calm presence. Some ancient philosophers believe that time was born from motion. When nothing moves, time has no work to do. As your body grows still, time gently steps aside. Even thoughts now may appear less frequently, and when they do, they feel softer, less defined. Let them dissolve. Imagine a soft fog rolling in, blurring the edges of everything, not hiding anything, just smoothing. In this fog, outlines fade, distances vanish. There is no far away. There is no long ago, only nearness. You're very close to sleep now. Your breathing may be so gentle that you barely notice it. Your heartbeat steady and calm. If your mind drifts into dream fragments, allow it. Dreams are welcome here. They do not need time to exist. A dream can last forever, or end in an instant. Both feel the same. As the voice continues, it may feel like it is coming from within rather than from outside. That is natural. Sound, like time, becomes less distinct as sleep approaches. You may feel as if you are slowly dissolving into rest, not disappearing, just softening. Nothing is being lost. You are simply returning to a quieter state. The universe has always allowed this, night after night, breath after breath. There is a deep kindness in this rhythm, no demand, no expectation, just rest. You don't need to remember any of this. Sleep does not require memory. It only asks that you let go, and you are letting go beautifully.